Hello everyone, it's Sophia here, and today I have my October favorites. So I had a lot of fun this month picking out new things and trying out new things in the darker colors, of course, for fall. And I have a few lip colors, 2 blushes, some eye, some face, a whole mix of things. But I just love trying out the darker colors for fall. And then like getting into like the lighter springy colors in the spring. I just love changing like my whole routine. I think it's so much fun. But yeah, so I'm just going to show you the new things I found and let's get started. Okay, so first I have 2 lipsticks and these are from the same line. They're from Wet n Wild actually, and they're only like $2. So the first color is what I'm wearing right now, and it is called Urban Night, and I'll show you a swatch anyway. So it's very dark and pigmented, and of course it's matte, and I usually only wear mattes in the fall and winter actually, but I don't know, I just really love them. And then this one is the perfect dark nude color, and it's also matte, right there. It is very, very pretty. But yeah, I really like the formula of those two for only $2. Okay, and then the next one I have is a Lorac Pro matte lip color, and this is in the color Rose Brown. This color is it just like glides on like, oh my god. And it smells like MAC lipsticks, but like times a million. It's the best thing ever. But that is the color. It's just like a dark rosy color with a little bit of brown in it, like the name says. I actually want to pick up a few more of these matte lip colors from Lorac. They are really, really nice. Okay, so that is all the lip colors I have. And now for blushes, which makes me really excited. I have a Marc Jacobs blush here, and this one is called Rebellious. It is a crazy bright pink color, but I'm going to show you it swatched, used like very lightly. Excuse my scratch right there. But that is it used like really lightly. And then I'm going to pack it on next to it so you can see. It has like no shimmer or glitter or anything. It's just like the sheen that is the most prettiest thing I've ever seen. Excuse me for a second. But yeah, it's like the prettiest thing in the world, and I just love this color for when I just want that healthy flush, like something I know that can just look very basic and go with anything basically, even though it looks like that. Just never look at those like crazy colors like they look in the pan sometimes, because used lightly they could be the most natural in my opinion. Okay, so the next blush I have is from MAC, and it is called Breath of Plum. I'm not sure if I talked about this or not, but I've been using it since September 1st because I couldn't wait to break it out again. I think it'll also be good for like the spring because it is kind of like that lavender color. It's right at the top. It's a pretty basic lavender, and it is just so pretty and gives you that like purpley sort of plummy color for the fall that is really in. Okay, and then for the face as well, I have a concealer, and this is Benefit's Erase Paste. I'm sure you've heard of this. This is pretty popular, and this is in the color Fair, but the peachy pink undertone in, that was the one I had the blush on. Okay, well the peachy colored undertone it has is just so pretty to hide. Well, not so pretty, but it's really great to hide those blue, purpley colors you could have under there. It is just so moisturizing too. Like in the colder months, all I look for is moisturizing products, all that sort of thing. And this concealer definitely does that, and it has an amazing coverage too. Yeah, so now I have a foundation. I've actually had this foundation, but I get so excited when I get to use it again because it's such a light color because I get so dark in, you can see how thick it is, you can see my finger in there, but I get so light in the winter and then I get really, really dark in the summer, so I have a whole range of foundations, and I get very excited when I get to use this one again. It's like a semi-matte finish, and you could definitely make it a very full coverage as well. You could have it cover anything. But yeah, this is just a great foundation overall. This is in the color Buff, if you were wondering. Okay, and then I have a little lighter foundation. This is the Garnier BB Cream. This is in the color Light Medium. I love this BB cream. I haven't found a BB cream like this ever. I've tried a lot, like the Maybelline one, I don't even know, the Maybelline one, the L'Oreal one, I don't even know. But those two were horrible. Like, if you like them, you like them. I just don't like them. But they had like no coverage for me at all, especially the L'Oreal. Like it was like clearish, and it was like white, and it had those beads in it that like were supposed to come out with the color. It didn't work for me, and I didn't like how you had to use your hands every single time. I'm not really a fan of using my hands. But this one actually has coverage. It comes with a color in it previously. It has coverage, and it stays a really long time, and it looks really good, and it feels really nice. So this is just really great. And I know oily people will love this, because oily people that I know of do love it. It stays matte and stays on for a very long time. I don't know, I like the smell too for some reason. Okay, for eyes, I have 3 things. The first is a shadow. The first is an eyeshadow base. This is NARS Pro Prime Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base. And it's just like a white, clear eyeshadow base, but it is so moisturizing too. Like, you could see the sheen it kind of gives, like, not because it has like sparkle or anything, but because it's so moisturizing, and like it just glides on when you're blending it out, and it makes all the eyeshadows stick like so intensely, and it feels so good too. So I don't know, I've been loving that. I can't really say much about it. Okay, and then is an eyeshadow here. Well, I actually have a first impressions on the primer and eyeshadow, because the full-size primer came free with this eyeshadow, which is crazy, because that's $25 and this is $25. But yeah, so this is the dual intensity eyeshadow from NARS, and this is the color Himalaya, which is pretty much the most popular. It is, oh my god, one of the most prettiest eyeshadows I own. Wait till you see a swatch of it. It is, I'm going to be using it so much for the holidays, I know. And they recommend to use it wet too, if you want even more of like a sheen on it or pigmentation, but I think it is more than fine by itself. But I have tried it wet, and it is very, very nice. Okay, so now I have an eyeliner. This is from NYX, but I was just looking for any brown eyeliner pencil, and this is one I found. And it is so creamy, pigmented, and oh my god. I like the twistable ones. I hate anything I have to sharpen. It bothers me so bad. But it's a dark brown, this color. But I like using, I don't really use eyeliner in the summer or in the spring really, because I'm not really that good at it, and it's not necessary for me. I know it looks really nice on some people. Okay, but so the brown is such a great switch for black if you think it's too harsh, or you have light eyes or light skin. The brown, especially the pencils, you could kind of buff out to make them even less harsh. They just work so nicely with everything, I think. Okay, so now I have this. I got it at Bath and Body Works. Just read that, because I don't even know, like, I don't know. Okay, but this is kind of like Vaseline. It says it has all of, like, the uses, like, on the side, like, lips, face, cuticles, elbows, knees. I don't even know. But I use it for my lips, and it smells like roses, and it's pretty, like a light pink color. It's so moisturizing. It's crazy. I love it so much. Yeah, I just want to throw that in there. And then lastly, I have a hand sanitizer, but you know, it's that season again. And this is not an ordinary one. This is the Dial Hello Kitty hand sanitizer, moisturizing with vitamin E. It doesn't leave me sticky, like, at all. It feels like I'm putting water on and then wiping it off. And that's what my hands feel like. It's like, it doesn't even feel like the Purell or all that stuff. It's sticky and it smells like poison. Oh my god. This one smells like soap that I use in the shower. That's really nice because that's like the Dial brand. It really smells like the Dial soap, which I actually really like. And then it has the Hello Kitty. Like, I don't know. I'm in love with it. Yeah, so that's all my favorites. And I was in love with all the stuff I had this month and found this month. And yes, that is it. And I hope you check out some of these products as well because they are really, really great. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.